Yo, what's good YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoot, back with the International Draft Masters Season 4, and we have our round 1 of the playoffs versus the Arizona Dactyls. So if we rewind it all the way back to Week 3, this is a rematch from then, taking on Volume and his Arizona Dactyls, like I mentioned. He's got a pretty scary squad, as you can see on screen. Mega Lopunny, Zygarde 50%, Jirachi, Suicune, Togekiss, Tyranitar, Rotom-Mow, Alola Marowak, Venomoth, Piloswine, and Sandslash, where his Z move users are Zygarde 50% and the Venomoth. We have Mega Mawile, Garchomp, Zapdos, Reuniclus, Crobat, Serena, Volcanion, Cofagrigus, Mamoswine, and Hitmonlee. So last time we played, we brought, so basically all season we've brought Trick Room, but in this game in particular, we did not bring Trick Room last time, and instead we opted to bring 2 Choice Scarf users, as well as some speedier sets on all of our Pokemon. We were able to catch our opponent off guard with Choice Scarf Mamoswine and Choice Scarf Hitmonlee to be able to counter the Mega Lopunny, offensively check it. We did not bring Mega Mawile, which actually breaks his core pretty well, and underneath Trick Room can be devastating. So this time I actually decided to bring Mega Mawile. 4 attacks with Play Rough, Iron Head, Crunch for Jirachi, and then Sucker Punch just in case, I guess. No real reason, I guess, but just in case. And yeah, I'm a Brave Nature, max attack, max HP. Nothing real special about this thing. It's just as bulky as possible in terms of its HP stat, and hits as hard as possible. Being Brave Natured. So underneath Trick Room, Mega Mawile looks to be a fantastic threat. Play Rough will OHKO Mega Lopunny, Zygarde 50%. It will 2-hit KO Suicune. It OHKOs Tyranitar, OHKOs Rotom-Mow, and can 2-hit KO Sandslash and Piloswine, whereas Iron Head OHKOs Togekiss and can 2-hit KO Venomoth and Piloswine, and potentially Sandslash as well. Crunch OHKOs or 2-hit KOs Jirachi and Alola Marowak, and then Sucker Punch is really nice, just in case I don't have Trick Room up. So Garchomp, similar set to last time. I think it might be the exact set as last time. We're rocking enough speed on Garchomp to outpace his Jirachi, as well as having Stealth Rocks, because rocks are nice versus his squad. And we've got Earthquake. So Earthquake hits everything on his squad outside of Rotom-Mow and Togekiss. Togekiss can be a check, but Rotom-Mow not so much. So I kind of expect Togekiss to be the check if he brings it once again. And last time we caught him off guard. We caught him off guard and blew him back with the Continental Crush, and we're bringing it again. Definitely. Felt it was the best way to combat that once again in this matchup. And then we've got Swords Dance. So Swords Dance, Earthquake, and Stone Edge are our offensive moves, and then Stealth Rocks are utility move. And then we've got a defensive Reuniclus, switches in on Mega Lopunny pretty comfortably. Can take hits from Zygarde and Jirachi as well. We've got Psyshock, hits his entire team for at least neutral damage outside of the Tyranitar and Jirachi. And then we have Focus Blast, which hits Tyranitar for 4 times super effective damage and hits Jirachi for neutral damage. Bypassed on Shadow Ball this time because I felt like Jirachi wouldn't be his check to Reuniclus if he even brings Jirachi at all. I do have Garchomp, Volcanion, Cofagrigus, Zapdos, all of which kind of deter Jirachi a little bit, but it could definitely come. So next up we've got Serena, switches into Zygarde and Suicune really well. Switches into Rotom-Mow really well as too. And I have U-Turn, Power Whip for the Suicune, and I've got Hidden Power Ice for the Zygarde 50%, as well as Synthesis for longevity to recover up reliably. Next up we've got Cofagrigus, which is a Shadow Ball variant with Haze. Haze is there for the Venomoth, the Zygarde for the Suicune, things like that. We've got Trick Room, another Trick Room setter here, as well as Pain Split being our last move. Max HP, max Spadef, takes on the Venomoth as best as I can. Otherwise, that thing can 6-0 like it just in the last week of the regular season. Venomoth got a 6-0 against the GOAT Aki VGC and his Portland Crowbats to take away the #1 seed from him. So I'm absolutely terrified of Venomoth at this point, and decided I would bring a specially defensive Hayes Caphagrius. With the safety goggles, excuse me. Mammal Swine is a Focus Sash variant with Earthquake, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Superpower. Brave Natured, Max Attack, Max HP. Not too much to say about that. Works well under Trick Room versus his squad. But yeah, that's going to be the team, and we can go ahead and hop into the game when our opponent is ready. What's good, YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoot, back with the International Draft Masters Season 4, and we have round 1 of the playoffs where we're taking on the Arizona Dactyls, coached by Volume. He's got a pretty scary squad. Brought a little bit different team than he brought last time. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in this matchup. So, I'm going to lead off with my Garchomp. As my opponent leads off with the Rotom. So, this could definitely pack the Hidden Power Ice. He can't Volt Switch. And if he was to switch into Suicune, I think Serena is our best play. So we're going to go into Serena here, see what our opponent wants to do. He may go hard out into okay, he actually just goes for the Will-O-Wisp. A little bit unfortunate for me. Just a little bit. I am going to U-turn out. My opponent made a big play there too, because I could have been sub Garchomp. I'm just going to U-turn out here. As my opponent actually Volt Switches. So this is going to give me a little bit of momentum. What I'm going to do is go into my... I'm going to try to gain a little bit of ground here. Yeah, I think my best way to grab a little bit of ground in this matchup is to go into my Mega Mawile, Mega Evolve, and click Crunch, predicting the Jirachi to come in, or the Alola Marowak to come in. So I'm going to go immediately for that play. I do get the Intimidate off as well, which is really nice. It'll be interesting to see what my opponent does here. Yeah, I think this is my best play to start making some leeway, to gain some ground back, I guess. Because I feel like I'm a little bit in the back as of right now. After the burn on my Serena, puts me at a significant disadvantage versus Suicune. And if I can get this Crunch off versus the Jirachi, that would be fantastic. I wonder if he's Yachi Berry on his Rotom since he led with it. I'm not sure what's taking my opponent so long here. So he does just go into the Rotom and actually takes over half from Crunch there. Um, so we don't need Mawile getting burned. Sucker Punch obviously not the play. I think my play is to just go back into Serena and U-turn again. I can't allow him to burn me, and I can't allow him to burn anything else either. And if he gets Volt Switch momentum, good play on his part. Yeah, I almost clicked Sucker there. I just couldn't risk it. He does go for the Volt Switch. Oh man, that would have been that would have been it, you know. I would have gotten a lot of momentum back there. But his Rotom is weakened, so that's really good for Mega Mawile. Team looks really solid. Once I can get rid of Suicune, team looks really, really solid underneath Trick Room. Mega Mawile looks fantastic underneath Trick Room. I do have Haze on Cofagrigus too, and I'm max HP, max Spadef for the Venomoth. So I can take on Suicune a little bit, as long as you don't like roar me around. But I can always haze it, so that's good. He may want to get rocks up by going into his Alola Marowak or Jirachi. If he goes into Marowak, I'm going hard Garchomp. If he goes Jirachi, it's a little bit different. I may go hard Cofagrigus. Let's see what he wants to go for. Man, now I actually hate that I revealed Crunch. I still stand by that play though. Really just wishing I would have went for the Sucker Punch now. That would have been such a fire play. Just checking if my opponent's still here. But he's taking quite a bit of time on this play. So it'll be interesting to see what he goes into. If he goes into Zygarde, I'm going hard into my Mamoswine. So yeah, my opponent definitely thinking about his play here. I think you either go Jirachi or the Alola Marowak. I guess you could go Suicune, but still, Power Whip's going to do quite a bit of damage. It goes into the Mega Lopunny, so I am going to go hard into my Reuniclus here. Because my opponent goes for the workup. So that's a nice little tech there. I'm going to go for the Trick Room on the first turn here. As my opponent could Baton Pass. Goes hard into the Alola Marowak. Garchomp won't drop to any one move, so, well, actually I don't want to go to that just yet. Because Trick Room's up, I guess it's my only play though. Yeah, I'm going to go Garchomp here. Does quite a bit of damage there. Gets the defense drop, which isn't going to matter because he is under Trick Room. Why didn't he take rough skin damage though? Shadow Bone not a physically contacting move. I'm not sure on that. So if I go into Mammoth's he's got 2 turns left. I get a little bit of chip damage. Because Mammoth's will be brought down to the sash, I'll get a little bit of Ice Shard chip damage. And then I don't think Garchomp's necessary here, so I'm going to attempt to get my Stealth Rocks up. As my opponent does just knock me out. Kind of expected there, and now the question is this a Alolan Marowak minimum speed? I don't think I can risk it, so... Oh, no, my Mamoswine is not Sash, it's Life Orb. I'm going to go into my Mega Mawile, and I'm going to reveal Sucker Punch. I didn't reveal it earlier, I revealed Crunch, and he may think he'll outpace me underneath Trick Room here. And if he does switch out, I can just click Crunch the following turn to knock anything out. Outside of maybe, not knock anything out, but his switch-ins. So let's see here. I'm sure he's calcing or checking to see if he's slower than I am. Which it wouldn't have been a bad idea because a min speed Alolan Marowak matches up well versus my Trick Room monsters. So this is intense here. Not knowing what he's going to do. I don't think he has Will-O-Wisp because he didn't just click it. I think Will-O-Wisp was the play if you just click it. Yeah, I mean if you have it, you just click it. Okay, so he makes the good play here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Play Rough here. It'll knock anything out outside of the Jirachi and the Alolan Marowak. And it prevents this Mega Lopunny from clicking Work Up or Baton Passing or anything like that. It does go out into the Jirachi. Too risky on my part to try to attack that. But he does reveal Leftovers. Not going to matter to me though. I'm just going to click crunch here. I don't think my opponent has a play he can go for. If he goes into, I guess he could go Zygarde here. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just going to double play rough, expecting my opponent to double out into the Zygarde to get momentum. And play rough actually did a reasonable amount of damage too. So on the following turn I could just sucker punch. I have to make this play because I'm in the back. So far I feel like I've gotten every play wrong. I feel like he's just made all the plays the right ones in terms of yeah, making the play. There he goes again. Yeah, I'm play roughing once again here. I can't let him get a wish into anything. So I am going to play rough one more time. And then I'll crunch or play rough or sucker punch the following turn. I just can't let him pass this wish into anything. Alright, now I can go for crunch. Now I can go for crunch here and see how much damage it's going to do. Now I just click play rough in case he wants to switch out or something. And yeah, he does switch out too. So that's fine. Does over half though. A wee bit concerning, but if I can get this thing out of the match, fuck. Well, my thought process behind that was, if I can get this out of the match, then I would be in an okay position with Mamoswine. I'm just going to start spamming a play rough here. If I can weaken the Suicune, I still have a chance with Mamoswine in the back as a Trick Room mon. Severely disappointing that I got burned on the first Scald. I mean, I knew the risk there, and this game was already a downhill battle. Yeah, I guess switching there was the play. Got a critical hit there, though. Wonder if that's going to come into play. I'm going to play rough once again here. My opponent may have rest. If he does reveal rest, I'm going hard into my Cofagrigus and clicking Haze. Yeah, he does reveal it too. Oh, and he's Chesto. So that's pretty scary. I'm going to go into my Cofagrigus here and click Haze. pain split up here. And now he should probably put himself to sleep, I'm assuming. So I'm going to pain split once more. No, I'm going to trick room first. In case my opponent makes an aggressive switch here, then I'll have a little bit of momentum back in my favor. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, so what he's going to do now is he's going to go into Mega Low Punny, or he's going to click Protect. Oh, so okay, he just goes straight for the Wish. So I go for the Earthquake here because I'm Life Orb, and I may be able to 2-hit KO his Suicune, or knock it out before it gets the Wish back. Here he's got a couple different plays he can make. He could go into his Rotom. I'm going to click Earthquake here. I don't expect him to go into his Rotom, but he could. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm going to go for the Earthquake, because on the following turn I can just crash if he goes into something else. And I still got plenty of opportunities to get Trick Room back up. So as easily as my opponent could switch back out here, I am just going to click the Icicle Crash. I could click the Superpower. I don't think it's necessary though. I could double Earthquake here. Also not necessary. So in comes the Suicune here. It's getting tough. I'm going back out into Cofagrigus and setting Trick Room up again. Finally get another one right, but damn man, these pain split, or these burns are killing me. So I Trick Room first. Then I Haze. What do I do here? Do I Haze? I think I Haze. I Haze first. I'm going to Pain Split just to get a little bit of HP back. He may go for Rest here. If he goes for Rest, I'll be able to Pain Split again on the following turn. Okay, so he doesn't. So I just haze again. And now what I do is go see how much Icicle Crash did to Suicune earlier. It did 17%. Can it knock him out here, guys? I think I just go into Mamoswine and click Superpower. Yeah. I get the Rotom, the Jirachi, and the Mega Lopunny upon switching, if he decides to switch into any of those. Alright, so not a 6-0. Able to pick up a knockout finally. Yeah, I'm not risking anything here. I'm going straight into my Reuniclus. And I'm going to click that Trick Room. He could go into the Alola Marowak again, but that'll be okay. Yeah, that'll be okay. So what I do is just sack off Serena here. Huh. My opponent's really taking his time in this match. It's kind of annoying at this point too, because he's had, basically every turn has went his way, and not only that, but he's gotten burns every time he needed them. Wow, that didn't knock me out. So that's a little bit unfortunate. That was supposed to knock me out there. He should be faster than me though. I'm just going to U-turn. He should be faster than me underneath the Trick Room. Yeah. So what are the odds that his Alolan Marowak is actually faster than my Mamoswine? Let's just check that out real quick. If it's Alolan Marowak, has a neutral speed nature, and has no speed investment, he is actually slower than my Mamoswine. That's insane. But he is faster. Now, he could be min speed. He could be min speed. So with that being said, I gotta go into my Mega Mawwall and just hope that he's min speed. And get this chip damage off. With Crunch. Or Sucker Punch. I think Crunch is the play. And so he's not min speed whatsoever. How much speed investment would he need versus my squad? I don't think any. I don't think any. And his Memo's one thick fat. It is thick fat. And it is max HP. So I could potentially live a hit here. But even if I live the hit, my life orb recoil. Man. No way the Ice Shard can take him out. So, does Psyshock knock him out? I'm going to go into Reuniclus and hope that this Psyshock can actually take him out. It's really my only play. And it's actually not able to pick him off. So I think that's going to be game. Unfortunate game, man. That Suicune Burn on Mega Mawwall changed the entire game. Unfortunate, but such is Pokemon. I'm going for the Crash here, just in case he wants to preserve differential and go out into the Rotom-Mow. He could miss high jump kick, so I'm going to click superpower here in the off chance that he misses. I mean, I'm min speed, so it don't really matter because the Jirachi would be able to outpace me anyway. But yeah, it's going to be a game, and my opponent's going to be advancing to the semifinals to take on the Lannister Latias. So it's going to be a good game to him. I'll try to catch at least the semifinals and playoffs. Maybe just the finals live for, to conclude the iDM season. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Let me know what you guys thought about the prep and the plays on both sides of the field. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.